Hi, good evening. Good evening, good evening. Good evening, good evening. Good evening, everybody. Where are you? Auntie D is here. Want to create a balance. It is now 8:48. That's a good time. It is our Wednesday evening. And this is not just an ordinary Wednesday evening. This is our Independence evening. Jamaica's independence was today. And we are here and we're going to be you know, talking about what independence means to us. What does Jamaica independence means? Are we moving? Are we still where we were when we started? What does it mean? We're going to talk about it and share, right? And while Auntie D is doing that, she's also folding, doing some other things, to make sure everything falls into place. I'm not moving, I'm right here. And today, see, we have somebody. Today has been a very wonderful day. A wonderful, wonderful day. It has been. Welcome to the live. I see persons, and even wherever they are, and they are still in listening of my voice, I'm still appreciative of you guys. I very much appreciate it. The day, I may have to turn on the fan. The place feels already warm. Place already feels warm. How are you doing? I hope you all had a great day. It's Jamaica's independence, so we can't stop talking about it. Jamaica is 63 years old, so 63rd anniversary. And, we are hoping that as time goes by, it will continue to grow on a more positive level. Positivity, right? Positivity, that's what we're talking about. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing the company. And I hope that you'll be able to join the live whenever you can. But I know, like I always say I do, there are times when I cannot join a live. I stay in the bushes and I still look. Because sometimes definitely you'll want to join it. Oh, Ace. Ace. Hi, Ace. How are you, Ace? You're the first person to be on. That's so nice. How are you doing? I've got to turn on this up. My place is warm. How are you doing? Welcome to the live. I see I have, guys, 15 persons. And earlier when I saw a thumbs up. Where is the thumbs up? It's disappeared? How could it ever disappear? Huh? How could it ever disappear? Caleboo? Hi, Caleboo. How are you doing? Welcome to the live. How are you? How was your day? I'm trying to make some time. I just come on and I said, let me try and see, how many, if I can put in a couple hours. I was on today and I'm appreciative of persons who had come. Ace, how are you, Ace? Ace seems to be a very popular person tonight. Ace controls everything. Let me turn on the fan because the place is kind of warm already. Place is getting warm already. So I have to make sure. Getting warm already. Kayla Boo, you are still there? I hope you're okay. That girl Mary, that girl Mary. Happy to have you, Mary. I know my Mary never leave me away alone. I can trust whatever I do that my Mary will be there. Wow, these are pretty, Maddie. These are pretty. You tone it up, man. You show me say something is happening. Something is happening. Mary. While I'm here, I'm trying to be nice. You know, since Maddie come, the number jumped to 26. Love you too, my Maddie. I like your name too. You know, I always say it. That girl, Maddie. I'm doing fine, you know. I'm glad. I'm glad. Right. Yes, we're on today. I'm glad I did. I didn't have to go to work again. I'm glad when they tell me not to come. On one sense, because believe you me, I didn't know I was so tired. You see, I almost never wouldn't bother to come live, you know. I almost wouldn't bother. But I say, don't want to go to my bed so early. If I go to bed now, I'm not going to be sleeping now neither. So I said, let me come on my live. I told him I'd come on at about 8 o'clock. But it's not easy to come on at the time that you want to come on. Yeah, Maddie. Somebody, how are you doing? How are you? I hope everything's okay. Yeah, they were here. I don't know if they are still here. Ace and whoever. And Keda Boo was here too. She popped in and maybe she has popped out. I don't know if she's still here. So while I'm here, I say, let me keep myself busy so that at least I can see that my weekend will not be so hard because I have done some laundry. I've done some laundry, so therefore I don't have that to do on the weekend. So while I'm sitting here, I said I could go ahead, have a discussion, and it's not much folding that I have to do, but I just do it and get it out of the way quickly. Right? Yes, I want to talk about some things that has to do with, it's independence. Maddie, I was thinking of, I'm more or less agreeing towards doing a collab, but it's too late. And when it's too late, not just now, it would have been for the independence, but it was that we had planned. And I don't like to jump into things without planning it properly. And I am not so 100% with the internet thing like some of you guys. So I don't want to look as if I'm inefficient. So I said I've never gone collab with anybody. So I would let it stay until another time. And this is my first independence on YT streets. And I would want it to be, I said to myself, I came on today, I felt good. You guys were there with me too. And I said tonight, if I was back home, we'll go out because people always go out on the street and they walk and they just browse around. Some will go to parties and some just stay inside and watch the television and watch movies. But, it is all well and good to go somewhere. But, like I said, I take it easy. I take it easy. JB! JB, I'm glad you come this early. JB Auntie D, Wagwan. In the night. Yeah, everything good? I'm over Auntie Hannah and blessings and happy independence to all Jamaican in the universe. Bless love, everyone. Thank you so much that you remember me, although you're by Auntie Hannah. No problem. You remember me. That's nice. All right. I will try to stay on a little. I came on about a little less than 10 minutes ago. So I want to do a 2 hour. I don't want to run into my bed so early. No. So I'll be up a little. So enjoy yourself at Auntie Hannah. I've not gone over there since. You can look for me on YouTube. I need to pay her a visit. But like I said, today was such a busy day. Yes, I don't know. Oh, maybe he will do both. Possibly. And by the way, Maddie, you know my little shorts that I did where I was expressing? I'm almost gone, almost 3,000. I'm gone viral. I didn't know that, and I didn't get to even, I like to do dramatizing. I didn't even get to do a nice part. It's a little couple seconds. But I think the song is a nice song. Everybody likes the song. And then I put the meaning into the song because I want to. Maddie, are you working on your channel? Are you stopped? Oh, you're studying. I forget that you say you're studying. That's why. I forget that you're studying. Sorry. Yeah. Man, the one JB said, Maddie, happy blessed night. I'm glad that JB is trying to be at the two places at the same time. No problem, JB. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. But say if you go send me all the little pretty heart, them, because want my heart drop out. Me no want my heart drop out because I didn't get any today. Right? I didn't get any today. So hope you remember say never give me any heart. Remember that. Yes, Maddie. I'm serious. So if you stay over there and don't send no, you can't stay as much as you want, but try send me heart them. Try send me heart them. You see, I'm sitting here. Look what I'm doing. I'm folding clothes. I did some laundry today before I started the live today. So while I'm sitting here, I said I could do a live, and get some things out of the way, so that at least tomorrow evening, Maddie, you're taking up JB. Maddie, take over your job. Maddie, those are pretty. Those are pretty, Maddie. Those are pretty. I like the blend. They're pretty, pretty, pretty. I like them. JD is gonna get jealous. Shar's life and travel. How are you, Shar? Shar, how was your independent? No, I forget that you're not Jamaica. Yes, yes. Shar, how are you? How was your day? She's Medi is learning. She's learning. So all you have to do more, and she will learn it. Right? She's gonna learn it, JB. We never get enough. This strategy that you use to set them up. She's gonna get onto it soon. Sure, your day was good. Mine was good too, because we are celebrating independence. Today, I don't have anything much with green. Today I had on black top and bottom. And tonight I said, no, I must go into something. So I put on a little gold, as part of the flag, national colors. So I said, to keep me still in check with the flag and the country's celebration. And it's a privilege to have come this far. And I do hope the country will go even much further, because there's still much, much more that can be achieved, that can be done. Thank you, Shar. Thank you so much. And the day itself has been pretty cool. Wasn't very hot. Wasn't very hot. So how about you, Shar? Everything's going good? Well, everything will not go good, but some things are going good, I hope. Yeah. And you're back at work and you're busy. Busy as a bee. Well, it's best to be busy as a bee, because when the bee is busy, the bee makes honey, right? But they say, since I'm going back to school, I have to go to bed. So, okay, yeah. Yes, I forget. Yes. That's why I wanted to come on a little. But whatever it is, Maddie, you can go back and look. And whatever, you can go back and look. All right? And you have to get to bed now because it's after 9 or near to 9. All right? So have a wonderful evening, Maddie. You've been a good lady all day. Right. Yes, sure. We try to be as good as can be. For some days, not good enough. Some days can be awful. But whatever it is, make the best of the day. Make the best of it. I'm here and we are looking at I don't know if you'd want to care to join our discussion talking about where Jamaica is now. Well, not to say Jamaica, although we are celebrating the independence, we are looking at are we yeah, okay, bye Nettie. Bye. Bye. JB, while you're on one port, thank you so much. You still have to show your ears and your eyes over this corner, because we still want your support. We are looking at, I'm looking now at Patois. And Patois is being seen as a language in Jamaica, but it's not being taught as a language because the way Patois is spoken, to write it is, I'm told, hi Fabian, good night. How are you? I'm fine. I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to be in a very happy mood because my country is growing in years. In another few years, it will reach 100. I do hope we'll all be around to celebrate it. Another 38 years, 37 years. Where will we be? Only God knows. But we're hoping that we'll be around, maybe whole and walking with stick and shaking. But so far, we're thankful to be alive to see another independence. Not really home to be a part of the enjoyment, but in the mind, try to reflect on the things that we normally do during this time. And I've been talking about it since today too, and last night, yesterday, and now to close up the leg of it all. Um, right, that's what I was saying. It's easy to speak it, and nearly everybody understands Patois when we speak it. Even if the thing, what I believe about Patois is when we hear foreigners speak Patois, we laugh because it sounds kind of funny and the way they say it. But Patois in itself, you cannot take it to do any business. It's like it is recognized culturally, but it is not recognized unless you can change from the Patois. So you're going to speak in Patois. So you must be able to change back into standard English. Because whatever transaction you do, going to school or any business transactions, it's not written in Patois. It's written in standard English. Because when I see Patois writing, believe you me, it's hard to say them. Because the way how we say it, when you write it, it's different thing. It's totally different. It's confusing, right? Because the way Patois spell, it doesn't spell like how we say Patois. It's Patois, and you don't hear any S in it. You hear pat, So the thing in it. So I'm looking at a language. It creates a problem for persons who are say they're living in the, should I say, the rural parts, or they are limited. That's what they're accustomed to hearing. So maybe in the very deep rural, we have persons, because of what they hear around them, that's what they use. That's what they understand. When they go out into the wider society, it is a problem. They don't want to talk because they realize that something is not right. And even school or anywhere, big people, so let me say adults or even children, they will be silent. Thank you, JB. Decorate up my screen so it can look nice. They will feel embarrassed. And people have a way of saying, speak properly. But at the same time, they mix up past tense, present tense, every tense. And then they feel that they are speaking. You understand me? Hi, Ella, how are you? So, it do creates a problem. It do. And when they go to do, say, I'm looking at, say, children, because, they are the men and women of tomorrow. When they go, say, to do an exam, or they're in class and teacher asks them a question, or even at church or some place, and somebody even say, hi, how are you? They may not be able to say, I'm fine. They say, me all right, me fine, me good. So it keep them back. So for them to understand that patois is accepted, but the standard English is the one that they have to practice. You will not go in and hear them speak. Do you hear me? Can you bring the cup to me? I'm waiting on you. They say you're speaking. It sounds strange to them. So we have to constantly able to interchange. We use a patois, and then somebody patois them kind of broad. Come no, give me no, me hungry, nyam this. Some words we can say it and laugh. because it's not a crime. I don't see it as something very, very bad, but somebody has to be here there to help them to catch up that this is the correct way of saying it. We don't say nyam, we say eat, right? But because they're accustomed to hearing nyam, come take up your food, go nyam your dinner. You know, nyam done yet. Girl, you know, some words. And it because they're growing it, they're living it, everything in it, they don't know how to change. So when they go to school, they have a problem with English language. They cannot. So we have to constantly try. But on the other hand, I like to use it away from my own people because it's a little defense that you can use in that when you hear some people are speaking around you in their native tongue, you don't know what they are saying and they are speaking their language. So I like to know that I can switch to the patois and say some things that they may not pick up on. Not that it's the best. Yes, not that it's, but you have to use it. You know, so sometimes when you hear some, and then people who don't know it, you know, they tend to catch on to it because when I look, especially now at Google, if you type a word, um, Google will come up and want to clarify the word. So Google help people to learn it too. So you write the word nyam and back it Google and go to Google. Google will give you the correct. So people will say that to me, to them say that it's easy to learn patois. They say it's easy because if you are eating and somebody say to you, "Give me some," right away you give me, they're going to think of give, and they hear some, and they see they are doing something. So there are some things that can associate readily with it, but some people have it really hard. But I'm glad they're not teaching it in the schools because the focus has to be on standard English. And really, when we hear some children speak proper English, you feel nice, you know, you say, oh, she knows the English language. She's mastering it. But when she is speaking, I know many times when children will come from here to back home and whatever they're saying, it sounds nice. And we say, they're speaking, whatever she can speak, she speak nice. Not that the words are nice, but sounds nice. And when though we back home now talk in the patois, they say they don't understand. Then we quick to tell them. If we say, boy, I'm in a ramp with you, they try to know. But in a while, I think it's easy to understand because it's more to me an oral thing. It's more oral, being said, than actually writing. If it were to write it, guys, when I look at it one day, look at it written, I could never read it as it as I would speak it. You tend to call it wrong because the letters are different, right? Some letters are different. So I was looking at, okay, our country has a language of its own. We have a language, we have food, different types of food we can prepare. We have music, right? Coming down, we have reggae. And based on what I learned, we are the originators for reggae, Bob Marley, and the other music then that we talk about, the dinky and the criminal and the whatever, different type, and the drum, the kind of the drum and all of those things. And I also look also at the benefits, the benefits of being an independent country, right? Oh, when you look, we have been independent since 1962, and we if we look at where we are, where we could have been, I don't know where we will be because things every day gets more difficult, but people are still trying. But when you look at the economic dependence, we don't really we should be feeding ourselves more. That's what I want to say. We should be feeding ourselves more. I remember in the 70s we say about self-reliance. Feeding. We have so many land space, so many land space, but a lot of us don't have any land. And we could go more into not just the actual farming as yam and banana and those things. Yes, that's important. But I'm talking about selling our things, exporting our things more to other countries. I think we are buying from, we are importing more than we're actually selling. Because if we were to sell more, export more than what they kept saying that we are under, we are not up to the level of doing, I think we'll be a better place. We'll have more money, the country will be richer, there would have been more development, more things would happen, more opportunities, and persons would readily want to go to anywhere else to live. They would just stay. But because it is not there so strong, it's kind of weak, and people just think of farming as doing some farming or agriculture and take it to the regular market. I'm not talking to the regular market. The regular market is not sufficient. Going to the market just like where we go and buy food now, we need to export, sell things to other countries so that we can earn more of the much needed foreign exchange, right? So economically, I think, based on how I look at things and read and listen to people speaking, I think we could do. I remember the days when we used to export bananas. They used to have this sign put up on the roadside. We used to export a lot of bananas to other countries. But the banana industry fail, as they say. Every year we have hurricane. So it becomes too expensive because St. Mary used to plant a lot of bananas. And some of the parishes, Maroon Town in St. James, you have some parishes, that they did a lot of banana, and St. Thomas and I think Portland. But every year we have hurricane, and it causes problems to these plants, blow them down. So it's not worth it. The only thing that does well in a hurricane is sugar cane. But when they show you, no matter how the wind blow, it don't really break. And if it even break, where the joint touch the soil, it starts again. It starts again, right? So it's kind of hard because these hurricanes now they get so stronger and stronger, and they're more regular and more, so it affects. It affects. We have like the yam and those things that are underground. They don't have so much of a problem, but we don't export a lot. One time they had said that we're going to export a lot of cassava-based product, and it started off, and then I don't know anything further about it again. Some were saying that cassava has too much starch, but depending on how people could use it, it was around for a while and then it just disappeared. It's just don't happen. But I think as a country, we have the soil. At one time, Hanover did have a thing near Lucy yam. I see they sell yam and they say Trelawney yam, some nice yam all over the place. Sometimes the yam price is so high, have $500 a pound, 400 people cannot buy it. But I think there has to be something in place to, the market to send these things to other places. Because if we are not able to lift up agriculture, and agriculture doesn't mean the actual planting in the soil again. It takes in other areas, fishery. Look where we are in the Caribbean, and we are importing fish. We import a lot of things, guys. When they show it up, we import a lot of things that we ourselves could. I remember one time they were rearing tilapia in St. Catherine. Some fish farm was there. I remember the name of the place up in St. Catherine there. Something plains. And you know anything more about it again? So every time something started, it start and sound good, and it begin the news, and then it just flop. I don't know if people go there and take away the fish them or what. I don't know what happened. And you have people who raise a lot of animals, and then you have what is known as larceny. So you plant your food, you have some people you cannot get them to work, but when it comes to reaping time, they are the ones who know when the crop is ready. So I remember earlier this year, I think it was about in February or March. It was March. A lady in Portland, she had so many acres of plantains she showed, and somebody, I don't know how many persons went there, and they cut off every one. The only thing she found was one finger on the ground. They cut it off the tree and went away with it and leave the tree standing. And the lady was walking and bawling in the thing. It was so, I felt so sad for her because plantains are very expensive. One finger of plantain can cost you $100 or more. I'm telling you, if you get it less than 100, it don't look so nice. So can you imagine more than an acre of planting? And she said they were ready to cook, but she was just waiting a little more. And somebody went there, our persons, and they removed everyone and leave the tree standing. The lady walk and ball another place. Everything gone, that was her living, that was her livelihood. So, I don't know if when the thing started, people go back in the night and do things. I don't know. I don't know what happened. And if we can't live up in this manner, people plant pumpkins, people plant a lot of things. When I drive someplace and see acres and acres of farming, corn, to a lot of things, I have to say, then how nobody pass on the trains and I look, your eyes, as far as your naked eyes could go, you see huge farms, huge farms. I don't know what is happening now, but they said that nobody is there to do the things. But, if it's apple, you see it until your eye dropping out, but dropping out, whatever. And I don't know. There was this man in St. Thomas who plants a lot of those Julie mangoes. And he shows how he pack them, fix them up. They are big and pretty, and he box them there and he sends them, he export them. And he has to put strict measures in place because he said people just find a way to come onto his property and take them away. So he has to put strict measures in place. So I don't know if strict measures has to be put so that the things they can come to perfection and they can be exported, because you have some big rat and little rat run up and down night or day, evening when the time is cool, and they go and borrow and they go and reap. And sometimes we buy the things in the market not knowing that they were not fairly achieved. Let me put it like that. They were not fairly achieved. But economically, I think the way out is to promote agriculture. Whether it's into rearing bees, I remember a person used to where I'm from, person usually raise bees, right? Some person would raise rabbits. People would have goats and cows. I remember sheep too. In Granger they had a lot of some sheep. I don't know if they have them again. Because wherever you have some animals, you have some people who like to, I don't know, some people know, well, everybody have phone, everybody talk. And then the things then just disappear. And if you try to put yourself out there to defend, you may not come back in. You may end up lying down out there. Sometimes people even do the things to the animals and clean them and drop what they don't want. Sometimes they are pregnant and they take them and then they're gone. So we have to be so disciplined. If we're not disciplined, agriculture is not going to go anywhere. It's not going to move one foot. And if we are not doing that part, we are not going to be able to feed ourselves. We are going to have to find the foreign exchange to buy these things. And how are we going to, it's like here, we can't plant anything. We have to just buy. Everything that goes to your mouth that you touch, you have to pay for it. And if you're back home, at least, you may have a little pepper tree, you may have a banana root, a root, what do you call it? A root of cane, and they could plant in things there, so, or, and they could breadfruit tree over here, so it kind of help to keep back a little money into your home. Because if you have to buy everything you eat, all the bills to pay, how are you going to survive? The pay is not matching up much. The pay is not reaching anywhere. So when you retire, you may be homeless. And you can't live on the street. You have to live somewhere. So I look at it to say that as an independent nation, we have to focus on the economic conditions in order to grow, in order to be self-sufficient. We have to look at it. As we are not, we are for ourselves, where we're talking now, we can't do anything. We can only do a little backyard garden, but I think some big projects, those in authorities, I think they should take on some big projects and have it properly manned. Some big farms and have it properly manned by Ministry of Agriculture and have the thing ready and can export them. Have it done so organized, well managed, not just somebody plant, you plant 2 acres, me plant one, and the next thing, I think something economically we are not moving. When you look in the supermarkets back home, when you look at the things that comes off the goods truck, all of it are imported. And we have things that can make some of the things too. As I saw someone post on Whitey Streets, I think, yes, the things that were used as we usually have as junk food. And I was laughing. I said, but this person is smart. The person had guinea, I think they had plum. I think somebody showed tamarind and mango, and those were the junk food because we didn't know about these chips and those chips that people really eat. And now most homes when you go shopping, cornflakes, chips, and by the time you eat it, you're not getting anything from it. And we would have more fruits. We would eat more sugar cane, but nobody really wants to eat cane. I don't see no cane here. So it's like you have to use what is available. I think that's available, right? But spaces where you have land space, I think agriculture should be encouraged. I can't speak strongly about here because I don't know anything much about here. I can speak more about where I'm from. People need to utilize the land. We have a lot of land in Jamaica, all the land, not about the place. But everybody leaves the country, the rural part, everybody comes to town. So the town is pressured. The town is pressured, too much people. So the town is pressured, and housing is a problem. Schools become overpopulated because they move away from the rural parts and they come and they flood the towns. And that's how it goes. But I'm just looking at this side of saying the economic side of it. How much have we achieved since independence? Where are we? No. Are we more indebted because we have to be paying off debts that we could have avoided? We can talk about it. I'm just saying, I'm just sharing my views, what I've noticed. The older people are in the market selling, they are the ones coming in with the yam and the banana and those things. And the younger one, they can't get them to do. They need to put stick the yams. They can't get anybody. No matter how much money they offer, they tell them, hi, papi, me not do those things again, So everybody just have an easier life. So the old man say, well, me alone cannot manage it, so I'm going to put it down. And the next one say until when you look, everybody stop. So everybody start to eat a lot of rice and flour. Nobody bother with the banana and the other things. So how are we going to move on? Are we going to allow ourselves to be forced use we're going to allow ourselves to be used as forced labor, JB? Forced labor? Forced labor in order to achieve? Because it seems like we are not going to be able to make it because we have not moved. We have not moved. Yes, so that's my thought on it. That's my thought on it tonight. I said I want to share. Thoughts related to that, to our independence. But we have to look at various factors, not just only the music and the that and the that, but we have to look at other areas that helps in the development of it. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Each man can do something. When persons are out of a job, normally they will go and buy 2 goats and try to, do something. But everything, people I guess they are scared because when they start, you have some owners that come and take them in the nights. So then you try to be careful. So you find that most persons would go into raising chickens. I don't know if you guys noticed that. They raise more chickens because they don't really raid chicken farms, The people don't really go into that. They're more mad, and I don't think they really go to the pigs. Because pigs give problem. Pigs make a lot of noise. But when it comes to the goats and the cows, I don't know what they do, but they tend to lead them away. Lead them away. I know that cows and goats are very expensive. And especially this time, independence, if you have any of those animals, you have to have them. Whoa, sometimes people take them almost on the veranda. They try to have them close because they don't want the owner to come for them. Because a goat can value 50,000, 100,000 depending on the weight. And if it's of a nice built, nice strong looking goat, you can get a lot of money for it. So imagine you have 10 goats and somebody come and take all 10. How are you going to manage? Everything is gone. Would you want to start again or you give up? Kind of hard, right? It's kind of hard. It's hard. It's really, really hard. But I see the numbers going up, And I wonder if the phone stick, because this phone never we have. My God, I hope it not stick on me, Because I realize I don't see it moving. I don't want to stick on this phone. I realize it's not moving, But I watch it a little more. But this one of a way when it's stick, Mess up your business. Let me check if it's stick. Whoa. Let me watch it. Watch a little more. I hope it's not sticking. I don't know. I realize it's not moving. And it is a phone that I never said Tetla. Tetla, you're there? I don't know, see you come. I don't want to start this thing, I never said Tetla. I don't know, I'm not see it. Want this phone to stick for me because this phone of we are sticking up every time. I do hope it's not stick. I don't want to end the live. See, I have company, but it's not I don't know what's wrong with this thing, you know. I just feel so sticky, you know. I mean, really see this thing is on there for such a while now. And I want to not touch anything and they go, give me no problem. I don't want to do anything foolish, you know. I don't know why I stick. You know what? I'll just watch it for a while. Somebody else come and stick. And I can't act. I mean, I never came myself phone. Myself phone give me too much problem from last week. And I don't want to do anything. It's not moving. And it's just frozen. Come here for buy a new phone because I can't bother with this one. Every minute. It freeze on me last week. It come back and not even a week good. Barely a week. And it freeze again. And if I have it like this, I'm going to we'll have to cut the call. Stop the live. Pardon, buddy. You guys are seeing me, but it's not. It's not moving. I mean, I really want to let me watch it a little more. I look to me like it's freeze. Only not coming now. Wow, guys, it's not responding. I'm gonna try explore. It's not moving. Well, it's not. It is not responding. So I just go a little bit to see if it will change eventually. If it will change eventually, you see the devil. doing my thing good, and then the thing just stuck. It's stuck. It's not moving. Everything I do still stays stuck. It is stuck. I'm still experimenting, but it's still not responding. Mm-mm. It's not moving. And I know it should be moving. It should be moving. It might have to end the live. Just want to make it go to the O because it's pointless. I'm here talking and nobody can. I cannot read the comments. Guys, I'm not seeing the comments. The comments are not coming up. So I don't know. I'm just going to stay on a few minutes more and see if it will eventually move. Well, that's one of those things. Everything you do, something has to go wrong. So I just spend some time. It's coming up. It's not coming up at all. Guys, I don't know, but it has frozen. It's freeze up. So I'm just going to allow it to go to the hour because it doesn't. I can't see the comments. I can't get the response to what I'm talking about. And I say I've been talking and looking at this thing before me so long, and it's not moving. I said something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong. Never stay so long. It is one of those things that do happens in the midst of doing something good. These things happen. The devil just have a way. So I don't have anything here, so we're just gonna few minutes. Then I will have to end it. And I don't want to end it before the hour. Whoa, what's the thing? I don't know. I don't know what is why this thing. Not moving. Not coming up at all. Must start no pull. It's not coming up. It's not coming up at all. Mm. I don't know why. In the middle of my life, but I'm going to carry on. As I was saying, I'm not seeing the comments, guys, and it's really, talking. I'm really talking about the economic side of agriculture to a country. How much the country can benefit because it creates foreign exchange, creates food to other places, and it also helps the country to feed itself. It helps the country to feed itself, which is important, right? It's important because if we can't feed ourselves, we are not going to be able to manage to survive. We'll have to be always relying on other countries' support. And we don't have anything. Population is increasing. So countries have to learn to generate incomes that is beneficial, that can help to feed society. Now we can't be importing everything every day. What is going to happen? One of these days, we're not going to be able to do anything. There won't be any money. We're going to be going all over the place to borrow and beg. We cannot feed ourselves. So I think it's important to start doing what we can in our neighborhood so we can go larger and then we start exporting. Exporting will earn foreign exchange. Guys, it will. And it will lift the people's mentality into wanting to make better achievements. So parents who have lands, they can do their farming and improve. Society will improve. And not everybody can go and work in a bank. Not all those top perk. They can save their money through their farming and send their children to colleges. And then thereby the country will have improved. Right? All right. So I'm still looking, hoping that this thing will go so that we can have a continuation. But it's not moving, it's stick. But I'm still hopeful that it will come back on. Right? And we need it. We need the service. And I need to see the comments that person's right. I would not be happy to end the live, not being able to see all those beautiful comments that persons would have written. And see, I'm still seeing persons joining the live, and I'm not able to see the comments because it's not moving. I don't know what more to do to make it move. I don't know more. It's not moving. I do unnecessary touching, and it's not moving. So I'm going to give it another 2 minutes and try again. But it's just I didn't really want to end the live because I'm not able to see the responses that persons would have given. You know, I'm not able to see all of that. I'm looking, not able to see them, not able to see them at all. It's such a pity. What as I said, we were talking basically about how a country can benefit, right? And it can so benefit when we try to improve our living standard. And that can only be done when we try to do what? Feed ourselves. That's the first avenue. That's the first, and it's a person cannot doesn't necessarily have to be too old. We can start in our backyard and expand. And government have so many lands, they can also maybe lease it or something and provide the necessary tools so people can get extension, going into farming and make life much more interesting and help the country to grow. We need to feed ourselves. We have to do that. Mhm. And if this life won't move on, then I might have to end it and start it again. And I didn't want to end it and start it. I really want to see the comments, guys. I really want to see what you have been putting out there. You know, I was so disappointed to end the live and not seeing it. Really. I'm trying everything that I know that I possibly can do. I'll do this. Nothing. Nothing at all not coming up. It's not doing anything for me at all. Hmm. I'm trying to sort of experiment. But it's not coming up back. I realize. So I'm going to end this live and I'm going to start the other one because I plan to do 2 hours. I'm going to end it and start it out. I'm exploring every avenue to get it freeze, get it clear up. It is stuck. And that's not nice. Not nice at all, guys. Not nice. Not nice. So I'm going to do this then.